Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Vikings going up against the Seahawks.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll drop to throw. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
No. Check. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now Bortles on the bootleg. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
10 yards still left on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. First and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. Russell Wilson, a first-quarter touchdown pass in that one. On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down, Cook. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Play fake. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Out of the gun now on third down. He finds his target. It's Crowder. They get 14 yards there and a first down. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And we'll see what the decision is here as they've got a 4th and 1 coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
So bad. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now look at 56. All right, here we go. Check. Green
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Here we go. Green 39.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Here we go. 3-19. Over. Leopard. Here we go now.
Now a handoff looking right. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. To throw is Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Gun.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down at the 28. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. On second down, Kamara. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Toss play, Kamara. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Miles Jack not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Everson Griffin. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. The big fella. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
No, Jack, Patriot!
Bortles now on first down. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Bortles to throw on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Fresh set of downs here. Bortles to throw once more. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He'll be dropped at the 30. With a shifty move, got him a couple extra on the play. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
They're going to look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Let's go. 3-19.
Back to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it, rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule is first guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Sheldon Richardson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, here's Bortles. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Green 39! Green 39!
On third and long, it's Bortles. And he's going to go down for a 4th time today, and this time the result is a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
And now out comes Minnesota. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Play action, they'll throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Here we go now. Green.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now Cohen. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Bortles on the bootleg. Finding some room at midfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go now.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Green, 39. Green.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Green, 39. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun. It's Bortles. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Sharif Floyd in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Seattle. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does, for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Bortles. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Here we go. 3-19.
Throwing is Bortles. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Bortles now to throw. And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ball game. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Room here to run. And now out comes Minnesota. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and it's third down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They are on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. And the 49ers have scored again, really extending that lead. Russell Wilson dominant in this one. 4 touchdown passes. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go. And he jumped a little bit too early.
They run. This is Cohen. And now running right through it. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 79 yards. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but more mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Let's go. Green 30.
He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not any chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, it's Cohen. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Bortles. And an alley to run. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
This is Cohen. Room to run past midfield. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Escaping the pressure right. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. That goes for a gain of 31. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So they're on that play. Offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the net.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is. And